Hi cuties! Today we gathered here to celebrate our little rock princess because she is 25. Rosé is one of my most favorite singers of K-pop scene, especially when it comes to her tone quality. She is my little rock star, and I completely fell in love with her voice when she sang On the Ground. I reacted to it back then and I listened to that song until this day, which I really grow sick of the songs that I listen on the repeat, and this is one of the few songs that I still come back to and I still get the same feeling listening to it. And she actually dedicated 3 new covers to her 25th birthday, and today we're gonna look at all 3 of them. So it's gonna be Viva La Vida by Coldplay, it's gonna be December by Neck Deep, and Don't Look Back in Anger by Oasis. Now Oasis and the Coldplay are my all-time favorites, so I'm very excited about this, so let's get into it. If you are interested in everything singing and music related, then please don't forget to subscribe, especially if you want me to react to more of your favorite solos or your most favorite bands. Now, if you are interested in me singing, head to my second music channel, which is called Katrinka Music, and it's gonna be linked down in the description, along with the link to my webpage where you can find all the information about my singing lessons. So if you've ever wanted to work with me or you would like to start singing, then please don't hesitate, head there, get all the info that you need, and come and join us. We're gonna be waiting for you. And now without any further ado, Rosé and her little cover birthday medley. Let's go. Okay, so we're gonna start with Viva La Vida, as this is my most favorite song from Coldplay probably. I'm excited. Should be loud enough.
To the world, seas would rise when I gave her. Now in the morning I sleep alone, sweep the streets I used to own.
This is really live, especially when you heard her clean her throat. That was so obvious. I am very fond of this style. I really like that they made it very intimate. It's just sitting in the studio. You can tell that nothing is post-processed. There is no mastering on top of it. There is no really anything superficial. It's just her and a guitar, and we can really just enjoy how natural and raw the sound is. I really love it, especially with her voice, because it's just so distinctive and so fascinating on its own.
To roll the dice, feel the fear in my enemy's eyes. Listen as the crowd would sing. Now the old king said, long live the king. 1 minute I held the key. Next to walls were closed on me, and I discovered that my cat still stand upon pillars of salt and pillars of sand.
Because of the placements, it's such a nice place to actually develop the tone, and we could actually feel how much volume, how much, heaviness she actually has in her voice. So especially in this place, these tones are not too high, but they are so beautiful to showcase, especially her type of color, because she's not pushing it up. She's not forced to go into her mix yet, but this was like really nicely anchored, full chest voice, and she nicely developed her whole tone. Like, we could hear it so beautifully. Stunning tone quality. It's just her timbre. You can recognize her timbre anywhere at all times. It's just so typical for her. It's really super recognizable. We We had a little bit of a switch into head voice, which I like there, because if it would be belted, that would be just way too much. So she built up the chorus in the first half, where she really amped up the atmosphere. She went full in. And then after the switch in the head voice, she started to cool down a little bit more to finish much lighter than she started. And it's really nice because Rosé does understand the dynamics, and she is not like a very flat type of singer that would just go with one same energy the whole song, which would be so obnoxious and just so flat. So she does understand the dynamics. She does understand how important it is to really dose your own voice. So really nice. I like this very simple acoustic feeling as well. The switch? Nice. I really like the resistance in her voice. That's what makes it so rock-ish, and it has this little rock star quality. And it's very metallic, very bright, but the resistance in it is just not making it super light and airy. It is not overly light. It is bright, metallic, but it has the resistance that is needed for more drive in the song, which is required for more rock, pop rock type of singing. So she does really have a perfect type of voice for that. Even when she switched in her head voice, it's not too light. The contrast between her core and the head voice, it is there, but it's not like super obvious. I really, really, really like the way she also tailored her singing style to fit this kind of a pop rock quality in her voice more and more. She is really focusing on that. She is making sure that she's exaggerating it as much as possible. And I'm here for it. And I root for that a lot, because I think that every singer should know their biggest strengths, focus on them, and really work on showcasing them and making them shine in their voice. And Rosé is definitely doing that, which I'm super happy about, because that's something that is just so incredibly unique about her. All right, this is December.
Somewhere around the block 1,000 times you missed every call that I had tried, so now I'm giving up. A heartbreak in mid-December. You don't give up, you never remember me. While you're pulling on his jeans, getting lost in the big city. I was looking out a window, watching all the cars go, wondering if I'll see Chicago or a sunset on the West Coast.
Honestly, something that is super unique about Rosé as well is how much she makes you forget about the original. She's just like, whatever she sings, she owns it, and she makes it very original, which I think is especially super important with covers. You don't want to copy the original artist. You want to honor the original artist. You want to make them proud, make the song something completely different with a different feeling, different emotions, but keep the identity of the song, but changing its feeling and vibe. And she's done a lot of them, and I think she enjoys them. A lot of singers do enjoy covers because there's something already fantastic, like a great song, and you can give it another layer, something that would belong just to you, a different feeling, a different vibe. And I think she's doing it. And it's not an easy thing to do. It's really not an easy thing to do.
Or will I die in the cold, feeling blue and alone? And I wonder if you ever hear this song on the stereo. Hope you get your phone for the house and rose red doors. I'm the last thing you remember. It's been a long, lonely December. I wish I'd known that less is more. That I was passed out on the floor. That's the last thing I remember. It's been a long, lonely. Cast me aside to show yourself in a better light. I came out grieving, barely.
This is what she does really, really good. I love her covers that she done on Micey as well. They were just so intricate, and she does focus a lot on storytelling. So if she does not have a choice to, showcase more of I don't know, higher tones, because this is the type of song that is just flowing. It's much more about telling the story than, I don't know, showcasing like, oh my God, it's gonna be a whole belt sequence which is gonna force the singer to just do unspeakable things there. No, this is a very flowy song. It's more about the story behind it. And Rosé is a good storyteller. I really believe in what she's saying. I really listen to every word she said. I'm not even expecting like, okay, ooh, here's gonna come, this is gonna be the high tone, this is gonna be the finally. No, I'm actually focusing on the whole song as a whole picture. So I'm not trying to get into the best part, but I'm just like enjoying the whole journey that she's taking me on. So it's really fun.
Even then you came out alright, but I'm sure you'll take his hand. I hope he's better than I ever could have been. My mistakes were not intentions. This is a list of my confessions I couldn't say.
The atmosphere of this recording is also amazing. Like, it's just a studio
It's never permanent,
and 3 people.
but
That's
tonight
it.
is killing me. I hope you get your phone on the floor. Perfect house with the rose red doors. I'm the last thing you remember. It's been a long, lonely December.
Now thinking about it, a lot of like K productions, right? There's like tons of people there. Even though you don't feel like that on some live singing performances, you feel like, oh, there's just a singer, but there's just like tons and tons of people there. But here, it's literally just her, the guitarist, and the cameraman. And it's just so obvious nobody else is there. And oh my God, I'm loving this. This feels just so intimate. I feel like I'm sitting there with them.
The less is more. I was passed out on the floor. That's the last thing that I remember. It's been a long, lonely December.
This was a gorgeous cover. Okay, and this is the last song. It's called Don't Look Back in Anger, which is a legendary, stunning song.
Slip inside the eye of your mind. Don't you know I might find better place to play? You said that you've never been. All the things that I've seen slowly fade away.
Her voice does cut deep, huh? I love also her cover choices. I would love to know that if she is choosing the songs that she's gonna cover or somebody's choosing them for her, but whatever it is, they're doing a great job with them because they're playing in her best cards, which is a really, really soulful storytelling because she can afford it. Her voice is far from boring. Her voice is incredible when it comes to tone quality. So you can do a lot with this type of voice. You don't have to like do your best, do your most to squeeze something out of that voice, you know? You can just let it be very detailed, let it be very beautiful on its own, and just be very bare. And this is what I think is the most admirable thing about Rosé, is that her voice can be very bare. Her voice can be accompanied by guitar or a very, very simple accompaniment because it can carry it. It doesn't need too much. It doesn't need a lot. It just needs a little bit of accompaniment because it can actually carry the whole song.
So it started a revolution from my way. Cause you said the brains I had went to my head. Step outside, the summertime's in blue. Stand up beside the fireplace. Take that look from off your face. You ain't ever gonna burn my heart out.
In this little phrase, you had a perfect dynamics building. You could hear it. She started from very low and mellow and built it up to higher tension along with the guitar. So great job. And the legendary now. Look at the little Rosé. I feel like it was just a couple of years ago when she was singing with such a tiny, very, you know, shy type of voice. And now her voice is just, so big and piercing that it's like peaking in the microphone. I love that this is like a bare setting. There's no one else, just a cameraman, the guitarist, and her. And when she really goes and leans into that tone, it is heavy. You can hear it. So it's a lot about her voice matching and also her like technical choices in her singing, and good ones, because she is really doing herself a service with showing off her nicest, best qualities in her singing. She's abnormally pretty too.
Take me to a place where you go, where nobody knows if it's night or day. Please don't put your life in the hands of a rock and roll band. Throw it all away.
She does use a little bit of a cry from here and there. I like that she's not overusing, because a lot of singers find something nice and you're like, oh, shiny. And then they overuse it so much. So she's very smart with it.
Revolution from my head. 'Cause you said the brains I had went to my head. Step outside, the summertime is in. Stand up beside the fireplace. Take that look from off your face. 'Cause you ain't never gonna burn my heart out.
It's a nice phrase to build up and then calm it up again. So really, really nice dynamics. And yeah, she's definitely gotten so much better in the building of the dynamics and building of the narrative of the song, and not just delivering it through singing, but so many other tools that she's using right now is really good. A little cry.
She knows it's too late as she's walking on by. So signs away, but don't look back in anger. Don't look back in anger. I heard you say.
I've been a fan of Rosé because not just because the way, like, because of her songs and the composition of her songs, because why do you first and foremost fall in love with a singer is that you hear their song, you like their song. But for me, it was always also her tone quality is very unique, but also the way she really works hard on her singing, on her craft. It's very obvious she is constantly bettering, and that is something that is really admirable. And it's been something that I've been seeing in her work for a long time. See, the last time I reacted to her was a year ago, and already the development is very, very, very visible. She's still very loyal to her style and to what she's working towards too. But there is this huge leap in technique and quality of singing and dynamics. So she is working on herself. And for her, like, listen, she has a huge fandom. She has a huge fan base. She wouldn't have to do anything extra. And she's constantly putting out new covers. She's constantly working hard on herself and on her voice and finding that specific style and voice for herself, a little pop rock queen. So that is something that I really admire and appreciate about Rosé. So I hope we're gonna get more and more and more of these beautiful covers, because we can listen to this by a fireplace for hours. At least I can, for sure. And of course, happy birthday. I think it's gonna be another great year in a Rosé land, in a land full of roses. So if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to subscribe right here. Here is the video that YouTube actually recommended for you, and here is the rest of my Korean reactions. Please stay safe and healthy. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.